the charts for us. A lot going on for us this week. We have a lot going on for us this week. All right, guys. So I'll flip my charts immediately. I'll flip my camera to the charts so that you can see what I'm saying. Okay. So so we'll have to share screen. We'll have to share the live with others so that they too can benefit from this live stream. Okay. So this is what we are seeing on GBP USD. Okay, this is exactly what we are seeing on GBP USD. I think we are in a clean and clear uptrend, right? So now that we are in an uptrend, what are we looking at? Okay, well, I can see there's a little retracement, okay? I can see there's a little retracement coming down right now, and this is on the daily time frame. We are looking at it from the daily perspective, you get? So I want us to do a little top-down analysis on this so we can see if what we should be expecting for this week. Okay, so be smart and be ready to take some screenshots because we might um, have the entries within the week or within the days, and maybe I won't be live to tell you it's time to enter. Okay, so let's stay positive and connected. All right, guys, feel free as well to drop some comments in the comment section if you have any questions as we go through this analysis. Okay, so looking at price on the daily perspective, you will see we are creating clean higher highs and higher lows, which means we are in a clear uptrend. Okay, I always want to do this because um, we also have beginner traders here watching us, and they will always want to know exactly what's happening. Okay, so we can consider all this one as one leg. Good. All right, so at this point we also made this low and this high. So what are we expecting? We are looking forward to see a further retracement for us to continue with the uptrend. But there are always two things involved, right? This could still be, it could still come down all the way here and take out these lows. And once these lows are taken out, what are we expecting? We are expecting a little retracement, something like this, for us to continue selling. Okay, so if you're watching me for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to show some love, guys, because it means a lot to me. Okay, so let's connect. Subscribe to the channel, drop your questions in the comment section, and if you want to join my community, the links to my Telegram channel are below, so you can as well click on the links to join. And if you are looking forward to have a good broker to trade with, instant withdrawals, then click the link below. I have a broker there as well. You can as well use it for your trading. Okay, you can use my signals, my free Telegram community, and you can use my brokerage link to trade. That's how you make money with us. Okay, as easy as that. I'm giving you free content back to back. It's not like I'm giving it just today. I'm giving it almost always. Okay, so now that we have a clean uptrend, what are we waiting for? All right, I have something very simple. The students in my community already know this. I just mark out these highs. Okay, the highest point price went to before the break of structure, right? Which means it's the previous structural high, which I mark it out, and I mark out the previous structural low. As easy as that, right? As easy as that. This is what people pay to get. So now, at this point, what are we waiting for? We are waiting for a retracement into the 50, 61.8 or 78.6 retracement levels, okay, right down to even 100 level. We are waiting for a good retracement for us to continue this buy, okay. So if you are with me on this trade, if you are with me on this bias, hoping to sell, to buy GBP USD, just type in the comment section, I'm buying, okay. Tell me you'll be buying this week. And if you are a novice and you know nothing about forex trading, also let me know in the comment section that you know nothing and I should break down everything I'm saying in a way you can understand better. All right, okay. That is the daily. So we have to go down now to the 4 hours. So what we are doing is top down, okay. So we call this intra time frame analysis, okay. So we are taking from one time frame to another, one time frame to another. So you can as well call it top down analysis or intra time frame analysis, because you're using multiple, or you can call it multi time frame analysis, okay. As easy as that. I think multi-time frame analysis is the best way to call it. Multi-time frame is the word, okay. So now that we are on this multi-time frame analysis, you realize that this is the daily high, okay. But even though we have a daily high, there is also a 4 hours high. So price might be targeting the 4 hours high, okay. That's the previous high, the last high price created on 4 hours before the break of structure, okay. So this is the last high price created on 4 hours before this break of structure. And when since price took out these highs, it has not come back to this level, okay. Which means today, if you wanted to be selling, we'll be selling off this zone, hoping to start taking our profits around these highs. As easy as that, okay. But now we are not currently selling. I'm not in a trade, okay. I have to be honest with you, I'm not in a trade. I'm still hoping to buy. Hi, Julie, nice to have you here, and I'm so happy you are here with us. Even though it's your first time, feel free to ask any question you have. We are actually trading GBP USD today. We are doing top-down analysis on GBP USD. GBP USD simply stands for Great British Pounds against the United States dollar. Okay, so I'm so glad to have you guys here. And if you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe so that you receive notifications for every video I share on this channel, and also for the upcoming lives, because during live streams like this, I share amazing opportunities, I give trades, and I can as well announce something going on in the academy, because we currently have an academy running. For those who want to take forex serious, you can as well inbox me. You can write me through my email, or maybe the contacts on in the description. I think my WhatsApp is there, so you can as well hit me up on WhatsApp so that I can add you up to the academy and the free community where I drop signals. Also, the links are in the description, so feel free to join. Okay, so at this point, we are talking about pure price action. I'm not talking about SMC. I'm not talking about ICT. Okay? I'm talking about pure price action. What we see happening on the charts. That's exactly what we are talking about. And I believe every one of you can see it clearly. All right? Now, at this point, we are on the 4 hours, and there is something very, very spectacular that we should always take into consideration. Now we are going down to SMC and ICT. All right? Okay. Looking at this move, this is the greatest move so far on this, all the way from, let me just mark out the zone. From here, excuse me. Good. You see? Since May, this is the highest move that has occurred on GBP USD. And before this move, something happened, okay? I just want you to understand something very simple about price action, okay? You see, This was the lowest point price got to. Let me mark it out. Let me look for, let me see if you can see this. Can you see what I marked out? Yes, I think so. I just marked, let me use something bigger so that you understand. Perfect. So this was the lowest point price got to since price started from May, okay? And now, before this move, you realize that there was a trickish move that occurred, all right, to trick most of us into the market. This happened on 4 hours, okay? There was this break of structure here. Let me mark it in, change the color, and make it green. There was a break of structure, a change of character, sorry. There was a change of character on 4 hours. There was a change of character on 4 hours. Here, this blue box I've drawn here, you see there was a change of character. And normally when there's a change of character, it simply means price wants to start rallying to the upside. But now, you see, the next day price came all the way up, showing us it's a clean uptrend now, but rather came back down and took out these lows. What do you think were below these lows? We call it liquidity, okay? There were so many stop losses below this lowest point. Everybody who bought around here, maybe during this breakout, placed their stop losses below this structure, hoping that price will do all this move, okay? But it did not work. What did price do? Price rather came back down, swept off all the stop losses that were below this zone, and started rallying to the upside. And it gave us a very powerful rally to the upside. We are still on the 4 hours time frame, which means before this rally, something else happened, okay? The first thing we have is the last bearish candle. This is it. Mark it out. Let me draw the last bearish candle. Let me put an arrow on it, okay? Let me use a different color and make it red. Can you see that? Yes, I think. So this is the last bearish, this is not red. I want to use red. This is the last bearish candle before, okay, I think it's better. This is the last bearish candle before this bullish move, all right? So we mark out the candle, okay? We mark out the candle. Here's the candle. We mark it out. Let me change the color. Let's make it a arch. These guys are stressing me out today. Right. So this is the last bearish candle before this bullish move, all right? Before this displacement that took off the highs, okay? So this is the final change of character. This is the major change of character we had on 4 hours time frame, all right? This one, where you have this little green line, okay? All right. So between this last bearish candle and this high, you realize price left something, a gap, all right? There's a little gap here. Let me shift my arrow now to the gap. This is the gap, okay? If you are following with your charts, you'll see it better. Let me shift the camera closer to the screen. Perfect. Let me widen up the chart so you can see it clearly. I really want you to understand exactly what we are waiting for on these charts right now, okay? It might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow, but we are looking forward that price will come all the way down to this zone before we have a good buy. Okay, so you place a little gun box for you to know exactly what you're waiting for. I don't know. Perfect. So we have this gun box, which is directly above the last bearish candle. Okay, the last bearish candle before this displacement. Now we are hoping that if price is coming down into this zone, then it should be targeting either this gap or this last bearish candle, because here there is liquidity here as well. Okay, this is the last sellers, this is the last candles, this is the last candle on which people were selling, which means there are still so many sell orders here, hoping that price should come here and at least they should be at break even for them to close their trades. So price will be pushed down all the way to this last bearish candle, excuse me, so that they can close out at least in break even or profits. Okay, so that's exactly where we'll be, that's where we'll be targeting our buys. Okay, that's where we'll be targeting our buys. So now, how can we capitalize from this little bearish movement that is already happening? Oh, we missed it, yes. And it's simple. We must not catch every move in the market. We must not catch every move, which means there are times when it will play out without you in it, and you shouldn't rush in because of FOMO. FOMO simply means fear of missing out. You shouldn't just rush in recklessly without a proper analysis or without proper risk management. So at this point, price has already moved away from where we would have placed our stop loss. Normally, this is where we're supposed to enter. At the close of this first 4 hours candle, that closed below the yesterday's lows, we were supposed to enter at this point. Now we would have already been in massive profits, but we did not catch this trade, which is very okay. Now we should rather be targeting these buys all the way from here. Okay, we should be targeting these buys, and if we don't get the buys, then we should continue following what price is telling us. Okay, what price is telling us. So we go down to the 1 hour to find out if price is giving us something different. All right, since we know that D1, that's daily, is buried, is bullish, and H4 as well is bullish, let's look at H1 to find out if they are bullish or bearish. Okay, yes, on H1 we are bearish, which is very, very okay. We ought to be bearish so that we can have a buy. Okay, so at this point, normally I was expecting that for price to come down here, it would first get a move all the way from here. All right, first we'll have to use our feet, okay, to be sure. I did this analysis last week. For those who've been following me, I believe you saw this analysis. Good. Price came only into 50% retracement, which I was rather expecting price to give me a 61.8, at least a 61.8% retracement, which did not play out. So that's the more reason why we are not in this sell, because we had to sell off from this zone if we want to catch this powerful swing. Okay, because we'll be catching more of swings. Okay, that's why you need to follow all my live sessions so that you'll be able to catch the swings with me, because even on GA, we'll go through GA, something powerful is cooking on GBP AUD. All right, so if you're watching me for the first time, do not forget to subscribe. Okay, do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Do not forget to show some love, ask your questions. If you are a novice in the in the forex space, also let me know in the comment section so that I break down the language I'm using, so that I'll use the layman's language which you will be able to understand and get started with your trading journey. This is a journey that you will never regret starting. Okay, forex trading is one of the most rewarding space right now in the world. So I believe every youth in the world should be able to trade forex. Every youth should be able to do analysis and trade forex. If you ask me, that's what I think, and I believe it's cool for everyone to be able to trade forex. At least this can be a side hustle so that you can use the money you're getting from forex to fund your dreams. Okay, to fund your dreams or to fund your dream business. to fund your dream trips whatsoever. All right, so let's go back to what we're saying. On GBP USD, we're supposed to pull back to at least 61.8% because I saw that around here there were others. Okay, there were others, and this is the neckline of the last structural low of the last structure. This is the last structural low before this move. So I was expecting that as this structural low has been taken out, at least we should have a retest before we continue diving to the downside, which did not play out as I wanted. I was expecting exactly what you see me drawing, but it did not play out. So at this point, what do? It's simple. We follow what price is saying. If price doesn't come down here, price could still come up here, tap into this zone before falling back into our zone. So we should be smart and very, very spontaneous. Okay, you have to be very creative and spontaneous. You need to be reactive. You don't need to have a complete bias saying that since I am selling, price must fall. You don't control the market. The market decides what to do. Okay, the market decides what to do. So if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe. All right, guys. So like I was saying, sorry for the interruption. As I was saying, if these buys don't prepare now, we shouldn't struggle to catch every move that price is making in the market, because it's preferable to have 2 trades a week that are A plus setups and maybe hit your TP than having 10 trades a week and having 2 positive trades in among the 10. Okay, so what I prefer is for us to wait for price up here around the neckline of the previous hourly structural low. Okay, like the structural low, we have a head and shoulder, so the neckline of that head and shoulder, or you wait for this buy around the where we are expecting the original buy. Okay, to continue the daily uptrend. I think this is the perfect one for us because we are trading pro trend. Okay, we are following the trend. So at this point, I want to go down to the 15 minutes because it's not that important at this point because we are not looking for entries. So we go down to the lower time frame when we are looking for entries. Okay, which means when price come down to our zone or come up to our zone, that's when we go down to the lower time frame. I go down even all the way to 1 minute at times, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, all depending on what I'm expecting. Okay, once I have a clear evidence or a clear confirmation that price is about to take off, that's where I enter with confidence. Okay, that's how you get accurate entries and confident trades. All right, so for this week we are going to be having confidence trades. We don't see you later, guys.